Yeah.
Tragic. Bioware is shutting down a massive flop from the past few years. Place your bets. Place your bets. What game could it be? Anthem, bye bye. Anthem going bye bye.
Bye bye.
If everything you're doing is bad, I want you to know this.
What's up, space pirates? This is your Admiral, the compassionately cold-hearted Dr. Disaster, and the absolute state of BioWare over the past few years has been extraordinarily shitty.
Friendless,
Yeah.
brainless, helpless, hopeless.
Dragon Age
That movie was that. I haven't seen that actor in forever.
the Veilguard was supposed to be the big game that swooped in and rescued BioWare from the downward slide that the studio had.
Also, like, why did they think that Veilguard is gonna be like that big breakout game for them? I'm trying to remember. Was there ever like a in the history of gaming when like people walk in, completely remake the game, completely remake the lore, completely remake mechanics, and become a success? Do we have a case for that? Yeah, I don't remember either. Where like you make a complete remake of something, slap on the same name still. Yeah, I don't know. Nothing comes to my mind right now.
Had been on since winning the Game of the Year with Dragon Age Inquisition. Mass Effect Andromeda and Anthem were both viewed as utter failures, so the studio needed
Lifu's Code Insanity, they do the same thing and expecting different results. Okay, okay. Hear you loud and clear with the Far Cry. As for Princess Bride, I never watched Princess Bride because I thought it's like a princess that's a bride, like a girly movie. Have you watched Princess Bride?
No, I've never seen it before.
So it sounded like a girly movie. It's not like a, oh, I'm a princess and look at me getting married. It's not one of those,
Okay.
right? I just cannot stand those.
a shot in the arm, but instead of being a proper extenuation of a much loved previous game in the series, focused on fighting the horde of zombie monsters and dragons, they decided at BioWare it would be a better idea to fill Dragon Age the Veilguard with shit like this.
Algernon smelled danger. Whatever the reason, we made it through. And this time, no dragon escaped.
Thanks to Tosh.
That's why we recruited her.
Actually, Tosh uses them for themselves now.
They asked us to let folks know, so now you do.
Yeah. I appreciate it.
It's just so awkward.
What the frick was that?
I'm sorry, I don't like games that make me just feel awkward. It reminds me of the person, remember, when we just started making content and we have a person walking to our stream? And so we do our the regular thing, right? We say hi and how you doing with everyone, right? It's like, oh, thank you so much for the follow. How you doing? How's the day treating ya? And like the first stuff that person was saying, like, I go by they them, and just derail the whole conversation about their identity and like they them.
Yeah,
It
it
was
was
just, and then
weird.
started telling me how I should install an add-on to my Twitch to show pronouns so I know from the get-go how to address people. Like,
Oh,
what? So every time I see this scene, that is what I remember every single time. Yeah, I don't care about pronouns. I don't care if you guys start referring to me as the he. Like genuinely, if you guys start calling me dude and bro, which by the way, you guys already do. I don't give a I actually prefer.
Thank you for telling me.
Are you kidding me?
Naturally, the Veilguard flopped, and afterward, the downward slide of BioWare turned into an utter tailspin. As you can see here, they are now down to less than 100 people that work at the studio. Estimates have it at around 75 employees still working there.
Less than 100 people working in the studio. How much did they have people working before Veil got released? Let's
must
see.
be
Hmm?
not that much with how much they failed in the past.
Bioware headcount has significantly shrunk from a peak of 400 employees. They went from
Yeah.
400 employees to 100 employees in early 2025.
Sounds about
Man,
right.
that's rough, man.
On the blueprints for the next Mass Effect game, but they are down now from the over 200 who were working there before the Veilguard came out and shat the bed. Even
Good, maybe with 100 employees, they'll be better. Are you sure about that one? They're
I don't
digging in
know.
their heels.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I don't think they're gonna change anything unless they'll like replace those 100 employees with a different batch of 100 employees. I don't think anything is gonna change. Mass Effect devs must be sweating. I think majority of devs that they left were the Mass Effect ones.
They
Yeah.
left a long time ago, didn't
Oh,
they?
the original ones. Yeah, but there's still a lot of Mass Effect employees. They even had to pitch in and help the Veilguard team because the Veilguard team couldn't finish the stuff on their own.
the Veilguard, the self-proclaimed queerosexual gendermancer, ended up
Gosh.
leaving the company and
Yeah, I'm sorry. By the way, I'm gonna defend Dr. Disaster here. I remember last time we reacted to his video and he said the same thing, queerosexual gentleman, something like that. People got really mad at him in my comments. That was the bio of the person. The person themselves called themselves queerosexual gendermancer, okay? That's not people making fun of the person. That's the person calling themselves that, okay? So stop clutching your fucking pearls. And yes, the person is working in Wizard of the Coast now, which should explain a lot.
finding work elsewhere.
You're fired. Everybody's fucking fired.
Well, with all of the turmoil surrounding this company, and with the bare-bones skeleton crew that's still working at Bioware, it is no surprise to learn that they are actually shutting down one of their biggest ever failures from a few years back.
Wait, that sounds like a class I would like to play in Veilguard. I remember we had like a whole sit down what the abilities would be of the character.
Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah.
EA and Bioware are shutting down Anthem. I remember when it first came out, game journalists were slobbering all over it as if Anthem was the best thing ever.
Oh boy, is this great!
But upon release, the response from gamers was very quickly,
You are wrong. All of you are wrong.
Alright me hearties, make sure that you hit that like button on this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. We have gotten a lot of new subscribers lately, so
Yeah, he's been growing like crazy fast.
Yeah, good for him.
This question is gonna be for people who are watching the video. Which company do you think should go bankrupt in 2026? And which game are you looking forward to the most? So while you're listening to the video, you can type out it in the comments.
it is already time to ask the following question.
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow?
We have now hit 183,000 space pirate a-holes in this scallywag crew, and as is the custom on this channel, with every 1,000 subs, I add a new ship to the fleet in order to house the newcomers. This time, a bunch of you recommended that we go with the Event Horizon, which is flying around over here. If you
Every time he brings up the ships makes me realize how many ships there are.
There's a lot of people just liking ships.
Yeah, like every time, like, damn, I didn't even know there's that many.
You have suggestions for future ships, drop them into the comment section and I will add them to my long list. Super chats get bumped to the top of the list with the other super chats, and also, for your reference, I am adding an alphabetized list of every ship already in the fleet to the description of this video. In any case though, I do appreciate everybody being here. Your support has meant a lot.
I knew it. I'm surrounded by assholes.
In any case, let's read this news about Anthem getting shut down, which is just another nail in the coffin for this once-loved studio, Bioware. Keep in mind that ever since the Saudi Arabians were found to have bought out the Bioware parent company EA, going into a shitload of debt to do so, a popular theory from a lot of people has been that when this purchase goes through, they will want to sell a few of their newly acquired studios in order to help pay down the debt as soon as possible. A lot of people have assumed...
Wait, hold up. Where's the rumor from that they want to sell off pieces? I actually never heard of that one.
Yeah, I didn't hear that at all.
Obviously, it makes sense shutting down um parts that don't perform well, but I never heard of the rumor of them wanting to sell them to generate money because they're in debt now. So that's a little confusing for me.
that this would mean Bioware would be on the chopping block, that they are going to get jettisoned off from EA. But ask yourself this, and I don't even mean this in a snarky way, I mean this completely unironically, who would buy Bioware at a price that would make it worth selling?
I mean, I actually see companies wanting to buy BioWare just for Mass Effect. But they might not like the answer that it would be probably China who would want to buy it. If anyone wants to buy it, it's gonna be China. Like
Oh yeah.
NetEase or something. I can see NetEase going for Mass Effect specifically.
Yeah, same.
If I were EA, I would hold on to that studio and just fire everyone responsible for crap like Anthem and the Veilguard, and then hope they could turn things around with their valuable IP like Mass Effect. And it sounds like that is exactly the plan. But anyhow, let's read this article about Anthem. This is from Eurogamer, which I will link in the description, and the article says, there are only 10 days left to play BioWare's ill-fated multiplayer game Anthem before the servers are switched off, presumably forever. We've had this end date.
Do they have like an announcement with the game that like, hey, this is literally it's the final countdown. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Yeah.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
They had like one dude working on it, like
Oh
a
my
skeleton crew.
God.
It was so sad. This dude was trying to do his best.
I don't think they even have Anthem on Steam.
No, it's an EA game. This is before the integration.
Is Anthem free to play?
Nope. You can't even get it anymore unless you had it before.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Someone give me like access to your account.
You can use mine.
You have Anthem?
Yeah. I spent $100 on the special edition.
Oh my God, honey, you're crazy. Okay,
It
but
was at
yeah.
the time when I was playing Warframe a lot. I was like, oh, Warframe like game, count me in. Nope.
I'll do an Anthem stream before it's officially shut down. How many days do I have left? Like 8 probably?
Yeah.
So I have a week up until it's shut down. Okay. I'll do an Anthem stream.
In the diary since EA announced it last summer. After careful consideration, we will be sunsetting Anthem on January 12th, 2026, the company said, and then we are going to skip down to here where it says, because Anthem is an online multiplayer game.
Wait, I felt the same about Destiny 2, honestly. I have to agree with you. Like when it comes to Destiny 2, I'm in the same boat. It's too much money spent, and now it's like I kind of want my time and money back. So I get you, Anthem players.
Once EA switches the servers off, you won't be able to play it regardless of if you own it or not. This is an aspect of modern live service gaming many people are frustrated by. This disappearance of games they bought but can no longer play, it's led to movements like Stop Destroying Games and Stop Killing Games, which are petitioning governments in the hope of putting protections in place to stop this happening. But if a game is not attracting a large enough audience to justify the expenditure of ongoing server costs, which I don't think Anthem
I mean, then at least they're lucky. Like a true goth girl, I'm attracted to that things.
Oh my gosh.
Honey, you married me. Deal with my jokes. So yeah, I will play it before it shuts down. I see Prince being like, I'll pay you not to play Anthem. Sorry. I like that things.
was, then what's a company to do? Run it at a loss? Or does it release the code to the community to host servers themselves? I'm sure the latter option is not as straightforward as it sounds, and let me just pause really quick and throw in my 2 cents. If you are a game studio who doesn't want to have to maintain servers for live service crap that is no longer making money for you because it isn't popular, then stop charging money for a game that requires an internet connection. Anthem cost $60 to purchase when it first released, and there should never have been a cost like that for a game.
Yeah, and some people spend more than $60 for the privilege of seeing you die, right, honey?
Stop right there, criminal
The
scum!
timing!
Nobody breaks the law on my watch!
Sounds like Lifu wants to play King of Meat and Split Egotist. Bye.
Shut up. But yeah, so once they announce that King of Meat is shutting down and Splitgate 2 is shutting down, I'll play them too, yeah. Okay, why do I sound like such a hater?
Rough Zach says, how much did I play it?
Like
Barely.
10 hours?
No, 3. Yeah, it was
$100? Honey, wait, hold on. If you paid $100 for the game, know how much you paid?
a lot.
100 hold on, divided by 3, $33 an hour. It's cheaper to take me out for dinner and get lucky. You get lucky with me just for a Happy Meal.
We don't eat junk food anymore, honey.
Well, okay, pass me, okay? Pass me. Before I stopped eating junk food. Now you get it for free.
For free.
That eventually gets shut down. Those people bought a game, and they deserve, for their money, a game that continues to work whenever they want to play it. This post hoc revisionist explanation where these people at these game studios tried to claim that all you did was rent the software, that is bullshit. I'm fine with giving older live service games a grandfather clause and letting them off the hook so that they can now terminate their servers.
Yeah, like what old game would be fine if they completely remove it? You cannot count old Counter-Strike games because they gave the players the ability of hosting their own servers.
Yep.
What game would be fine? I don't know.
It's hard to say, you know?
Yeah.
But moving forward, there should be legislation which prevents companies who charge an upfront cost for software from shutting them down. The only monetization available for live service crap ought to be monthly subscriptions or microtransactions for cosmetics. But I digress. The article then says, regardless, Anthem's end seems...
Yeah, I'm of the strong belief, like, I don't inherently have issues with monetization in game unless, like, as long as it's pure cosmetic. If it's pure cosmetic, I'm alright with it. I don't give a damn.
symbolic in the story of Bioware, a company famed for single-player role-playing experiences that was encouraged and perhaps pressured to make a huge bet on a multiplayer game that didn't work out. It was, as one of the key people involved in the project once told me, a dichotomy, a game that tried to be two things, a Bioware experience and a multiplayer game, but ended up being neither. There were plans to overhaul Anthem, ambitious plans for a 2.0 reboot that would revitalize the experience, but these were eventually abandoned. Anthem's misfortunes in 2019 piled onto Mass Effect Andromeda's misfortunes from 2017, leaving Bioware in a precarious and pressurized position after the relative high point of Dragon Age Inquisition in 2014, the eventual release of Dragon Age the Veilguard in 2024 after 10 years of topsy-turvy development, which included a few years as a multiplayer game.
No, if anything, like Veilguard just like nailed the last nail in the coffin. That Bioware like either needs to be completely shut down or needs to like all the employees need to be completely replaced.
Did nothing to remedy this, and that is absolutely underselling the damage that the Veilguard did to Bioware. Not only did it not remedy anything, but over half the damn employees at the studio are now gone as a result of the massive flop of that game. As usual, though, the game journalist types try to downplay the utter failure of.
Yeah, they still keep saying how successful Veilguard was. It really goes hand in hand with what Flickazoo keeps saying. It's so successful, it got shut down. It's so successful, they're laying off people. It's so successful that they might not exist soon. It's actually just a joke at that point.
The Veilguard, but the article closes off by saying, all eyes now turn to the elusive, in-development 5th Mass Effect game, the success of which Bioware's existence may hinge upon. Then again, with EA's sports-focused Saudi Arabian acquisition drawing near to completion, there's no telling what may happen and what the new owners may want. And I'll tell you exactly what the Saudi Arabians.
Wait, just to go hand in hand with what I just said, right? And then there's like articles like this. It's time to start trusting video game reviewers. You guys remember how Veilguard was praised? And now like all the shit happening with Bioware, and then you see shit like this. I get it, game journalists are terrible at video games. Remember that one guy playing Cuphead? Let's ignore the fact that game journalists regularly beat entire games in a far shorter time span than regular people who don't have deadlines to meet. Okay, in that case, let's remember how the game journalist said there's like no representation of women in Black Myth Wukong, and you literally see the first busty mama like what, an hour into the game? Yeah, let's talk about that.
Are going to want from EA, and specifically Bioware, they're going to want to see a return on their investment, which is why so many of the Redditors out there who love all of the trans, queer stuff in the Veilguard, they are freaking out. Deep down, they know that progressive slop is a major turnoff for most gamers, and they suspect that the new management will remove it. I also expect that the Saudis will not want them to pump out live service crap. Not that they have any moral objection to it or anything like that, but I expect they won't want to take chances on stuff like that, especially with the live service craze from the past few years showing how.
Wait, that's how Anthem plays? Like giving me motion sickness looking at it. Is that why you weren't able to play more than 3 hours?
Yeah, it just I played by myself.
Okay.
How few of those games actually make it. No, I expect they will push Bioware into doing what they've traditionally always excelled at, making single-player games. This is why I'm glad the Saudis bought EA. If nothing else, they can't make Bioware any worse, can they? That being said though, at this point, with the way the studio has been hollowed out, I remain highly dubious that Bioware will be able to ever fully recover. But I'm gonna leave it there. Anthem closing down is another testament to the.
When's the next Mass Effect game dropping? Is there there is a new one incoming, right? Or am I tripping?
Yeah, the 5th one.
Mass Effect 5 still in pre-production, could release by 2028, 2029. Do you guys think they will shut down Bioware before it releases? It's 2028, 2029. It's in pre-production. There's a lot of things that could happen in this time. Okay, also one of the top search stuff is Mass Effect LGBTQ.
Bro, no
Yeah,
way.
yeah. It's like an actual thing. Is Mass Effect LGBTQ? Going in, I also knew that Mass Effect had a reputation for being LGBT inclusion, especially bisexual representation. It's published by something called Bioware. What the hell is that? What is this? Wait, what? What the hell did I just stumble upon? There's only an article on Mass Effect, Dragon Age, unpacking. Wait, what? The Dragon Age video game franchise by Bioware spanning 4 major entries. Okay, each game centers. Okay. The Veilguard, but the Veilguard built on this tradition in introducing an impressive lineup of 8 bi/pan characters. Wait, is this a website all about like seeking out media for bisexuals and pansexuals? I see. Okay. Anyway, Bioware. Rough situation. I'm a little stomach here. Sorry. Oh, that just happened.
I tripped and now I'm the hero. How did this even occur? I pressed one button by mistake. Now the world depends on her. I tripped and now I'm the hero. No plan, no brain, just vibes. Power level accidentally maxed out, rule the outside. Hey. Wait, why am I blowing? Who gave me this power? Put it back. I tripped and now I'm the hero. Enemy physics applied. If it's